Why one of the questions that's been asked to me is if I want to lose weight and I know I have to be in a calorie deficit to do that, why wouldn't I just want to go like why wouldn't I just want to eat be in a huge deficit, just get it over with quickly versus a smaller one that takes a longer time, right? So, and I wrote down a couple things here that I'll just go over and we can touch on any of them or all of them. But as far as being in a deficit, you want something that is sustainable. So, what do we mean by that? You're going to be able to sustain and maintain a smaller deficit than you will a larger one, primarily because of hunger and energy levels. You're going to be hungrier than hell if you don't have a large calorie allowance, and your energy levels are going to tank pretty quickly. So there's that. So, and we talk a lot about prioritizing consistency over perfection. So that's a huge thing. It matters. And then again, the psychological part. You've got hunger, your mood, and your energy, and then physical reasons. You have better adherence. You preserve your muscle better when you are in a larger deficit. You're putting yourself at risk for unwanted muscle loss. And obviously, when we're in a calorie deficit, we want to lose fat, not muscle. So a smaller calorie deficit makes it easier to preserve the muscle that you have. And then, flexibility is part of that too. If you're rigid and you're, I'm only going to eat 1,000 calories and it's going to be, just like this, you're going to, you'll probably do better with what we call the 80-20 mindset, right? Have a, eat mostly healthy foods, but 20% of what you take in can be discretionary calories. So if you're in a deficit and you want to have some ice cream that night, or you want to have a candy bar, you can fit that stuff in, and that will go a long way toward, again, this whole idea of sustainability. Being in a calorie deficit sucks, but we can make it suck less if we allow ourselves to eat some of the things that we enjoy eating. If we have a smaller deficit, so we're not so dang hungry all the time, and we don't have, our energy levels aren't just on the floor. So those are a couple things that I think are important to mention when it comes to a sustainable, effort when you're dieting. Is there anything else you would add?